My parents ignored my urgent calls from the hospital. They did show up, but not for the reason I thought. And that somehow made it worse. I'm a construction worker. 3 days ago, scaffolding collapsed beneath me on the 3rd floor. I fell straight through. 2 broken ribs, crushed leg. My crew called the ambulance and rode with me to County General. The surgery took 6 hours. My foreman Ben was there. My best friend Carlos brought my phone. Both stayed until visiting hours ended. But no parents. I'd called them from the ambulance. Dad answered. I could barely talk through the oxygen mask. Dad, scaffolding collapsed. I fell, going into surgery. He covered the phone. Then came back. Okay, son, keep us posted, like I'd texted about traffic. Carlos called them 3 times during surgery. No answer. Ben called after. Voicemail. I texted my room number. Nothing. Day 2. Still no parents. My crew started bringing food. Ben brought books. Carlos's girlfriend brought clean clothes. Day 3. I was done hoping. I asked the nurse to remove mom and dad from my emergency contacts. Add Ben and Carlos instead. Some people show you who they are. That evening, my door burst open. Mom and dad rushed in looking panicked. Oh my God, we're here. We came as fast as we could. Dad was out of breath. We drove straight through. I stared at them. It's been 3 days. Mom's eyes were red from exhaustion. I know, honey. We're so sorry. We were dealing with something important. We couldn't get away. More important than your son's surgery. She looked at Dad. He stepped closer. Your brother needed us. My stomach dropped. My brother Mason, who I haven't seen in 8 years. Mason, who stole $30,000 from them and disappeared. What about Mason? Dad pulled out his phone. He called 3 days ago from Vegas. He won $50,000 at a casino. He wanted to pay us back and needed help getting the money safely. We drove straight there. The room went silent. You ignored my emergency to drive to Vegas because Mason won money. Mom grabbed my hand. You don't understand. He finally wanted to make things right. This was important for our family. I pulled back. I'm your family. I fell through scaffolding and you drove to Vegas. Dad's face hardened. Don't be selfish. Your brother was trying to fix his mistakes. Plus, he paid us back the $30,000. How much did he actually give you? Mom looked away. He covered our gas and hotel and gave us $10,000. The rest he needed for getting his life together. 10,000 out of 50,000. And you believed him. He's changed. Mom's voice cracked. He's really trying this time. We couldn't abandon him, but you abandoned me. I couldn't move without screaming for 12 hours. My crew was here. My friends were here. You were in Vegas. Carlos walked in holding coffee. He stopped. Oh, you must be the parents everyone's been trying to reach. Dad stood up. And you are? I'm the guy who's been here every single day. Unlike you. Mom cut in. We're his parents. We have a right to be here. I looked at Carlos. Can you get the nurse, please? Mom looked confused. I'm having you removed from my visitor list. Both of you. Honey, no. We drove all this way. You drove to Vegas first. That was your choice. The nurse walked in. I made it official. Security came. Dad yelling about how ungrateful I was. How Mason needed them more. Mom crying about family loyalty. They dragged them out still yelling. Carlos sat down. Want to talk about it? I shook my head. He won money. Carlos's eyes went wide. They chose Vegas over your surgery because your brother won money. 10,000 of it. Carlos whistled. Man, I got discharged 5 days later. Carlos drove me home. My apartment was full of cards from the crew. A wheelchair ramp the guys built. Meals in my freezer. People who owed me nothing gave me everything. My phone had 43 messages from my parents, all saying I was cruel, that Mason relapsed and lost everything in Vegas, that they needed money now. Could I help them out? There was a request from Mason for $2,000. Fresh start fund from Little Bro. I blocked all 3 of them. Changed my locks. Changed my number. 2 months later, I took my first steps without crutches. The whole crew came to watch. They cheered like I'd won the lottery. Ben had tears in his eyes. These were my people. My parents sent a letter to the construction office. It said, we forgive you for overreacting. Mason is family. Family helps family. He needs another chance, and so do we. But I already have moved on. The crew is throwing a party when I'm cleared for duty. Carlos's girlfriend is bringing cake. Ben is bringing beer. These people showed up. They're my family now.